Hello everyone. Today I'm going to present my project Endpoint Security Agent. So previously I posted about Endpoint Security Agent, which the paper I published in IEEE conference, which was held in Harvard College. Today I'm going to show how my project is going to work. So, though the paper was Endpoint Security Agent, I have named my project as WAN, which has got its own meaning. So, WAN stands for Watchdog API for Risk Neutralization. Okay, so this is a cybersecurity project. Though it is a cybersecurity project, it has got a dashboard, like a front end part as well. So the front end is built with using React, and the back end is built using Flask. So, what are the things that are present in the front end? That is dashboard, threat control, live demo, Instagram demo, and analytics. So, dashboard, you have got the security dashboard where you can see active threats, risk score, events processed, and model accuracy. So yeah, with the Llama 3.2 and with the combination of Llama 3.2 billion parameters, a 3.2 gen and a 3 billion parameter model, along with the MITRA dataset, my model is giving an accuracy of 88.3 percentage. Okay, so the brute force protection is active where you get a maximum attempts of 3. After that, the auto process skill is being activated along with IP blocking. This is the risk score timeline and the recent alerts. Then we go for a threat control where you can see the active threats, total attempts, process killed, and system status. Then you get a timeline, activity log, and active threats management. Though it finds clumsy now, you're gonna understand very deeply when I show the demo. So live demo. Yeah, there is an simulations over here. It don't mean that it's just a simulating wrong thing over here. Yeah, it's a proper simulation. Why I'm showing simulation, there is a reason behind it. Though my project is a cyber security project, I can't sit and open a Kali Linux and do something like a brute force attacks, phishing, etc. over here because this is at a very low level I'm doing. It's a MVP, so I can't sit and show you like how it is going to work on brute force, phishing, DOS attack, malware, real scan, etc. So there is a simulation which is going to work similar to the demo thing, like what do you call a real thing which happens. I'll tell you how it when it comes to that thing. Okay, and this is an Instagram demo. I would say you about it in a coming time. And this is an analytics of the project. Detection rate is 98.7, response time is 1.2 seconds, and false positive rate is 0.3 percentage, which is a very low, I say, according to me. Okay. And 99.9% you can use it like it's very uptime because it's running on a flask and it is very lightweight. Okay. It do not eat RAM more than 2 GB. It uses RAM less than 2 GB only. Okay. And this is a threat detection trends and system performance. And MITRE coverage is 95% and ML model accuracy is 98.87. This is only with the MITRE dataset you get a very high accuracy. But when we are using Llama model, the accuracy decreases, but it can handle zero-day detections. So we are using Llama model. What do you call for zero-day detection? Zero-day detection is over here in a live demo. You can see there is a brute force, phishing, DOS attacks, simulate malware, etc. Today we know like there is these are the things which are running in the market. Like there is a brute force, phishing, DOS attacks happening. Though these are the terms we call it as a hacking thing, etc. That is secondary thing. But in coming days, there may be a hybrid, like there may be a person who uses a brute force plus phishing. That may be a very new thing for very existing cybersecurity platforms. That may be like a Windows Security, McAfee, etc. But our project can handle it because we are using a MITRE data set. Where it can handle where it has got 122 different types of attacks including a hybrid of all those attacks and 62 different ways how the attacks can be formed, so it can address all the hybrid and different ways is the person may be trying to enter into your system or enter into your database. So yeah, let's go with live demo. Okay, when I gonna do like a simulate brute force attack, you can see that multiple failed logins attempt detected. Action was IP block plus process killed. My IP was this, multiple failed login attempts detected, and the disease time. And how it is going to do like a multiple failed login attempts? There is an exe file. Why I'm using exe file? Because this is Windows. Yeah. So there is an exe file which is going to be run in a background, and when it is run, it is shows that there were a multiple login attempts happening in that file, and it is going to kill the process. And when I do for a stimulate a phishing, you see the same thing. Phishing URL accessed. Like how do I get phishing URL? That is whatever the website you go, you add like at end you add a .com instead of .com. If you add .onion, you are entering into a dark web website, and that is where the phishing happens. So if you have turned off your like a Windows security, etc., intruder can enter into your system. Yeah, with the onion websites. Okay, so it is always recommended to use a Tor website whenever you are going with onion websites, as it is going to prepare a dynamic IP address for you, so that it is going to show some other IP address by closing your IP address. Next, by running a DOS attack. So people who don't know what is DOS, DOS is something like there would be a backend or a server. You're gonna do something like similar to brute force, where you would be sending lot of messages such that the backend stops running and it's try to do like a auto restart thing. Whenever it is going to do auto restart, there would be a lot of effects on it. Like there may be a persons who using those applications may get low working. Like take an example of Instagram. If the Instagram servers go down just for a minute, it can crash their business as well, because everyone would be watching Instagram. Even for a minute, it's a lot. And stimulate malware. Yeah, you get. And a lot of may think why the IP address keeps changing over here, because my system IP is single. But why it's changing is because your IP was isolated or blocked. You can't use the same IP address. Then the router assigns a new IP for you, and that IP would be shown over here. Now let's go for Instagram demo. Why I'm showing an Instagram demo? Because lot of members, like take an example, there is a person A who is a friend of person B. Person A knows about like three platform password that person B has is being used. Like it may be Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. So now he goes like he comes to Instagram. Yeah, the person B has changed the Instagram password, but he know like his previous password, Facebook and maybe Telegram or Twitter password. What he's going to do is he's going to do a brute force attack, where he know his username, but the password is like something he would have known like previous passwords. He's going to combine all those, or do a mixture of, or hybrid something. He would make some assumption and going to do like a brute force attack. When that brute force attacks becomes successful, then you can see that the user get into your your account. If you have not set up a two-step verification, like a lot of members don't do that thing. Like I do recommend everyone to keep up two-step verification, so that you can keep your account secure. Now I'm gonna show how my project is working over here, because how it is handling the brute force attacks. So when I press on a login, you can see the system isolation, user session isolated for monitoring. When I go for threat control, you can see the total attempts one, and active threat management is still zero, because uh, putting a password just for a once wrong is not considered as a threat. Even we do make password mistakes sometimes, because what do you call, there may be key shifting, or whenever you are typing there may be a wrong character pressed by a mistake, so it can cause a wrong password. Okay. And when I go for second password over here, you can see that failed attempt was 2 bar of 3 and password reset required. When I go for threat control, even now the password threat management is showing 0. The reason behind this is there may be a problem. Sometimes I would have forgotten like for a 2 times, but I do remember at a third time. Even the ATM pin has got a 3 times, so I have made the total attempts as 3. And when I do for a third time, you can see that critical. It is ranked as a level critical as account is locked and browser terminated and IP is blocked. IP address blocked. The source IP lot of member may think here it's showing a browser is terminated, but how the browser is still running, right? Yeah, I'll tell you about it because as I'm showing the demo, I have made in a code a bit changes that the browser termination I have turned off, because as I'm showing a demo, if I do like a browser termination, then I may have to do like I may have to set up the thing again. So IP address blocked and IP is this and is blocked for an hour. Why it's blocked for an hour? Maybe like for an hour there may be people who is trying to run from the same system a different password by brute force. So is being blocked for an hour, and the browser is terminated. All browser process killed. This is my PID, and these are the PIDs. Okay. And when you go for threat control, now you can see that the status is IP block, severity is very high, and the time remaining. It's being running backwards. So let's do something like unblock IP. When you unblock IP, it goes for quarantine, where the severity is for medium, and then I go for unblock user, then the process goes down. Then only you can get to see over your Instagram login page, or else it would have been not present for login page. Some may think that yeah, it's a front end. He's putting some mock data in a just in a front end and showing us. For that, I'm going to shut down my backend, just a backend, not front end. You can see over here, uh, demo threads, missing one required. These things go on happening in backend. Okay. Now let me do something like turning off backend. Come on, yeah. It's done. Now when I do reload, you say it shows that. Just 2 seconds. Failed to connect to one backend. So as it is not connected, you can't see dashboard, and threat control is also not being shown over here. And live demo, these can be shown over here, but not all those things. Okay. And when I go for do start again, it's take around 10 seconds. Yeah. Again in 3, 2, 1, go. You're done. I'm gonna reload the page. You can see over here the dashboard, and 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. Again in a threat timeline. Yeah. These are the things. So this is not mock data. This is a real project. Uh, Thank you for watching, everyone. I would like to hear your comments. Anything positive, negative, I would like to hear it. Thank you.